Take one of our fronts, pair of pocket bags. I've marked them with a cross to show the wrong sides. Flip the front over, right side up. Get one of your pocket bags. Lay it right side down on top of your front. Line up the notches. We're going to stitch from the first notch at right angles down to the seam allowance, 1.2 centimetres, half an inch, up to the second notch and back up to finish. Back stitch at the beginning, a couple of stitches. Turn the corner at our 1.2 centimetre seam allowance. We'll do another couple of stitches. Back stitch just to secure at the corners. Down to our second notch, same thing. Just a couple of back stitches. And a couple of back stitches when we've pivoted. It's just going to secure that corner point. Now we're going to snip into these corners, right up to the corner. Be careful not to snip into the stitches. And the second corner, diagonally. Then we'll open out this seam and give it a press. So once pressed, flip the bag over onto the wrong side, turn through the corners and just roll that seam towards the pocket bag, just slightly. Give it a press. Okay, all pressed. Now you don't have to, but I'm going to top stitch that pocket opening. My top stitch is going to be 6mm or 1/4 of an inch from the edge. We'll start in that corner point, down to the 6mm point, pivot, and then down the remainder of the pocket mouth to the second corner, pivot, and finish off with a couple of back stitches. Okay, now that's all top stitched. Flip it back to wrong side, get your second pocket bag, lay that right side down on top, lining up all around the edges of the pocket bag. Pin the two pocket bags together. And just sew these pocket bags together with a centimetre seam, overlock finish around the edge, like so. So these bits at the side we're just going to baste to stop them from flapping about. When we come down, we're going to line up the basting with the edge, finished edge of our pocket opening. So line that up with that pocket opening. So we're going to use this stitch later on as a guide. again for the bottom of the pocket. Line it up with that edge. Okay, there we have it. Join the back leg. So we'll flip that over. So we've got right side down on top of the right side of the front. So right sides together. Flip it over. We're going to sew with our pocket bag on the top. So we'll line up the notches, line up the side seams and pin them together. Check those notches are matching. And then while we're pinning across the top of the pocket opening, just make sure the pocket opening is out of the way. We don't want to catch that in when we're stitching that side seam closed. So we can feel that that's out of the way. We'll sew that side seam closed across here, and then we'll overlock it to finish the raw edge after that. So we're working with our pocket bag on top. So we can see, so now we're going to go down the stitch line that we've done, use it as a guide, straight down that stitch line. Across the pocket opening. Keep feeling inside just to make sure that pocket is out of the way. Through that final row of stitches. So overlock the seam, press it towards the front because I want to top stitch this seam to line up the top stitching with my top stitched pocket opening. There we have it. Finished top stitched inseam pocket.